Hello everybody, Explosive Pop Tart here, and today we're back with another video. And today I'm going to be comparing two different drinks. My last video, we did Monster and Red Bull. Today we're going to be doing Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. So these are like the biggest rivals out in the soda market. And if anybody brings up a soda, it's generally a Pepsi product or a Coke product, or it's literally just Coca-Cola versus Pepsi. So my question is, which one tastes better and which one do I like better? I can tell you right now, just like with my Monster and Red Bull video, I'm going to go in here with a little bit of bias because I'm a bigger Pepsi fan. You know, I've never been a huge Coke drinker. Most people at some point in their life, like, they're either obsessed over one or the other, then they changed. Like, they loved Coke when they were a kid, now they love Pepsi, or they love Pepsi when they're a kid, now they love Coke. So in my life, I've always loved Pepsi. Like, Pepsi's always been my favorite. I'm not saying I've never loved Coke. There's a point in my time where I drank a lot of Coke. Like, my grandma and my grandpa, they both loved Coke products. So they would have Diet Coke and Coca-Cola. So I would always be drinking those. So I got used to those. They weren't always my favorites, but I got used to drinking those. So yeah, I mean, I developed a taste for it. I thought it was pretty good, you know. I know a lot of people give Coke shit because of what it can do to your battery and stuff. Like, it can clean battery acid off your car battery and stuff. That's kind of crazy. That's just fucking nuts. And just imagining what it does to your insides, that's kind of scary. But I mean, I'm sure there's other sodas that could do that too. I'm sure if you poured Pepsi over it, it'd probably do it the same too, because Pepsi has the same kind of like burn to it, if you know what I mean. Like, if you've ever drank Coke and Pepsi, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how to describe it, but there's like a burn that happens when you drink a Coke or a Pepsi. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the carbonation. I have no idea. But either way, we're going to get into this. Coke versus Pepsi. Which one's best? Again, I have a bias to Pepsi because I just think it has a better flavor. But we're still going to give it a fair judgment. I'm going to take my biases aside. And I'm going to try these both here today on video. Like, we're one after another to see which one I like better. So first, we're going to start it off with the one that I already like, Pepsi. Here we go. See, the thing about Pepsi is it's sweet. It's extremely sweet. I don't know if that's why I like it so much, because it's got a very sweet flavor. But the only thing that I will say that's probably going to lose points is the fact that I already know before trying the Coke that the Coke is significantly stronger in the flavor than Pepsi is. And by the way, neither of these are cold, so I'm going with the warm soda vibe here. Of course, cold, both of these are like really good. I mean, nothing hits harder or better than a cold drink. I mean, let's be real here. Doesn't matter what season it is. Whenever you get a drink, you want it to be cold, but they're still really good warm. I'm one of those rare people that could drink sodas warm and not complain too much. Here we go, Coke. Woo! Okay, so obviously that one has way bigger of a punch to it. Wow. Oh my god, this thing's got me acting like Ric Flair over here. So far, first impressions. On the strength side of things, Coke definitely wins. Flavor, I'm still going to have to go with Pepsi, man. I think Pepsi just has a way better flavor. It's way sweeter. It's definitely not as strong as Coke, of course, but it's got a way better flavor. I don't know if it's, like I said, the sugar or just the recipe they go with, but Pepsi in general just has a way better flavor, so I'm going to go with that. Let's go with the marketing here. The cans. Which one's more attractive? Which one appeals to me better? I got to say that the red and white probably pops out to me more than the Pepsi blue does, but I do love the red, white, and blue, so it might get some serious points just for having those. Whenever I see these two in a store, the first one that I gravitate towards is Pepsi. So I'm gonna probably have to go with Pepsi because when I see Coke, I just don't get the excitement to buy it. You know, when I see a case of Pepsi, I'm like, do I want to pay that much for a box of? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pay that much for a box of soda or a package of soda. When I see Coke, I'm like, do I really want to spend like $12 to $13 buying a 24 pack of soda? I don't know if I really need to, you know? It's like, it becomes like this chore. I'm kind of sitting there like, yeah. Like, whenever I bought this case, I bought a 24-pack recently in like the last month or two. And my question was, am I gonna want enough of these to justify me buying a case of 24? Should I just buy a 12? Or should I not get any at all? So, there's always a question when I buy Coke. Because, like I said, I'm not a huge Coke fan, but every couple of months or so, I get this craving for a Coke. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I just don't have it all the time. Besides, like when I go to McDonald's. When I go to McDonald's, I feel like it's like a golden like hidden rule that you're supposed to get like a Coke product because that's like their signature drink there, Coca-Cola. They have the best Coca-Cola. So if you've never had a Coca-Cola, which I'd be surprised, but if you've never had a Coca-Cola soda, go get your first one at McDonald's, or a baseball game or something like that, because those places usually have the best Coke products. Getting them out of cans really good. It's just nothing hits harder than McDonald's Coke. I'm just saying. Even people who aren't Coke fans will say that. Like just getting a Coke from McDonald's, it changes your life, man. You're gonna try one at McDonald's and you're gonna want to go get yourself a 24 pack for sure. Like I said, even people who don't like Coke say that. And I'm here saying it too, because it's just the facts. Pepsi, you want to get yourself a really good Pepsi? Head on over to KFC or Taco Bell. They have the best Pepsi products. So they're also one of the few restaurants that actually serve specifically Pepsi. McDonald's does Coke, Burger King does Coke, and Taco Bell and KFC does Pepsi. And I'm sure there's other places that do Pepsi as well. Like I think Costco does Pepsi. I know that's not like a restaurant, but they do have like a cafe area. They do Pepsi. And I think that Sam's Club, which also has a cafe, they actually do both. I think they do Pepsi and Coke. I'm pretty sure they have Coke products and Pepsi products, which is really cool. I don't think that's the norm, but if I might be wrong with that. I haven't been to Sam's in a long time. Much more of a fan of Costco, to be honest. But anyways, so the marketing, I'm just gonna go with Pepsi, dude. Again, it's not out of bias. It's just me saying that when I see them, I feel more compelled to buy Pepsi. And it's because, I don't know, I can't really say it's because the thing pops out at me. It's just, I notice the blue a lot faster than I do the Coke red. And that's crazy because red is my favorite color. So it's weird. It's really weird. And it's also kind of funny how they have the same colors in their cans. Like, they have red here. I mean, although Coke doesn't have blue. You fucking bastards. Pepsi has red in theirs and Coke doesn't have any blue. That's just so funny. But anyways, so overall, Coke versus Pepsi, which one do I think wins? I feel like no matter what I choose here, I'm gonna piss somebody off because there's Coke versus Pepsi is like a heated argument. Like people have like gotten divorces over this shit, okay? Because somebody says they like Coke and the other one likes Pepsi. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm sure there's people crazy enough out there that if you disagreed on something like soda, they'd probably be like, yeah, fuck you. Let's get a divorce. Let's split half our shit because I can't live with you because you like Coke. You know, it's like, it's an opinion, dude. Oh my god, this is so hard because at the moment I really like Coke and Pepsi. Like, I'm drinking both. Oh my god. I don't even know, man. I would almost say it's a tie because, like, right now, I prefer Coke as much as I do Pepsi. Like, I've drank as many Coke as I have Pepsi. In fact, I might have drank more Coke recently than I have Pepsi. I'm not really sure. Dude, I don't want to leave it in a tie, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, fuck. This is a tough decision, dude. Okay, I'm gonna go with Pepsi, dude. It's got a way better flavor. I mean, it's not like way better. I shouldn't say that. It's just got a sweeter flavor. It's really good. I'm not saying that Coke's bad. I'm not one of those people who thinks it's like terrible. Okay, I know it's not good for you. Obviously, if it could take battery acid off of a car, you know that's just not good. You know it's fucking you up. But let's just face it. There's really no good soda out there for you. Yeah, sure, maybe not every soda can take battery acid off a car, but let me just tell you, if you think any soda is healthy for you, at least any regular soda is healthy for you, you're severely mistaken, because none of them are. So, I mean, the fact is, we drink soda for the taste. We don't really care about the nutritional value in it. We're not sitting here drinking a Coke being like, oh man, I'm killing my diet. This thing's got 30, wow, holy shit, it's only got 30 grams of sugar. That's not too bad, to be honest. 39 grams of sugar versus 58. Well, and I'll tell you, in the sugar department, Coke wins on that. Wow, I'm honestly surprised by that. Anyways, wow, that kind of took me off guard. I think it's also got less calories. Wow, it's got way less calories. This is 210. This one is 140. So between the two, if you're honest, I'm surprised by this to say this, but if you're going for the lesser of the worst evils, the lesser of the evils, I guess you'd have to go with Coke because it's got the best nutrition values for you, opposed to Pepsi. So I can't believe I'm saying that. But then again, this is a bottle. This is a huge bottle. So I'm sure that if I got a can, it'd be way less than this. I'm not really sure. This is a, how many fluid ounces is this? Yeah, this is 16.9 fluid ounces, so basically 17 fluid ounces, and this is a 12 fluid ounce can. So it's definitely a big difference, but as far as like, so far, Coke seems to be the better option. Anyways, Pepsi is going to win this battle for sure. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which one you prefer, Pepsi or Coke. Let the war commence in the comments below and attack me viciously over my opinions and for liking both Coke and Pepsi. I'm sure that's a war crime or something. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my Monster versus Red Bull video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.